Hello, my loves. I am KloverDancer, and this is another episode of The Art of a Woman with KloverDancer. I am so thankful that you are here joining me today as I get to talk about all things passion, sensual, sensuous women stuff, nylon shoes, lingerie, fashion, etiquette, everything that makes us a woman. I've had so much fun doing these episodes, and there's never anything that I can't talk about. So thank you so much for joining me. For those of you who are listening in on VG Radio, hello, VG fam. Thank you, VG Radio, for having me. As always, I truly appreciate the platform of where I get to talk about all the things that I like and all the things that I am. And then if you are watching on YouTube, hello, YouTube fam. Hello. They get subject to the dangle cam. So for those of you who don't know, I am KloverDancer. I am an Instagram model, entrepreneur in a way. I made my following by providing sensuous pictures that really started off bare-legged, but then moved into the nylon frame and lingerie, and then into office and office sensuality, which is actually what I want to be talking about today. Yeah, it seems that it's a nice little niche for those admirers who enjoy the sensuality and the femininity of a woman without the raunch attached to it, likes the sexy without giving all away the farm and doing, going into nudity. And as I always state, and I always will, I have absolutely no shade, no nothing towards the women who go all the way and go for it. Do your thing, Ma. It is not my particular style of art, but I don't deny a woman to express herself however she wants and however she chooses to get her money. So my art, as I said, I stay more so in the office context, more so as of recent, the last couple years. I even last year launched KloverDancer Office because I realized I had so much office content. And I was like, oh, this needs a home. And so I started that account. And then, of course, Clover Bear. I did that maybe 2 years ago, almost two, just because I realized that some people just like bare legs, and ain't nothing wrong with that. And then, of course, nylons. Nylons in the nylon community really put me, over the edge, and really took me in and showed me all the wonderful ways of nylons that I'd never even known. One of them being what I'm wearing right now. This is Secrets in Lace. It's a brand that I do truly appreciate because they embody the classiness of what it is to be a woman and in your feminine nature. And they're Betty Page stockings. These are not stamps. These are just the stockings. And I have a garter, and I don't have Secret and Lace garter. I need to get that. I will get that. But I do have this beautiful red garter that was gifted to me by a follower friend that I'm just now wearing for the first time today. So yeah, I am so happy to be here with you guys, and we will, let's launch into it. What I wanted to talk about today. So, a previous episode, I was talking about, being a lady in the street and being a freak in the bed. That's what I was talking about. And I realized that there is a gray area that I definitely like to tread, and that is in the office. It is the sexiness in the office space that I think preserves, or not preserves, but enhances what it is to be a woman, the playfulness of a woman. And so, case in point, what I'm wearing today, like I said, I'm wearing these Betty Page Secrets and Lace stockings. They're textured, and I have red garters on, and I'm wearing red shoes. And this is fun. This is fun for me. This is something we women get to do, and it's just so awesome, and I love it for us. We get to play with textures and colors. And also too, we get to add a little bit of naughty and kink in with it too. So I kind of really embrace this. Now, if you've been following me and listening in on this platform, you'll know that like when it's wintertime, if I'm wearing a long skirt, you can guarantee that I'm wearing stockings and garters underneath. I don't care if I'm wearing boots or any other type of shoe, I am wearing stockings and garters because that's where I get to, you don't have tight, clingy clothes and, you see the garter marks, like the skirt I'm wearing. It actually does well at concealing the garter marks. Probably it's the garter itself that's not too chunky, but I like wearing garters and stockings under skirts. I think it's the sexiest and most kinkiest thing that we women can do. Not most kinkiest, but one of the most kinkiest things that we women can do, where we just have this little secret underneath that, maybe only our lover knows about. And, or if you want to entice someone, give them a little flash and it will catch their eye. that metal on the thigh has been known to make someone, stop what they're doing dead in their tracks and be like, "Whoa, wait a minute! Did I just see what I saw? is she wearing? Is that a garter?" Because you think about it, it's 2026 now. It is not commonplace that women wear garters. We obviously have pantyhose and control tops, and then that's if even women even embrace wearing pantyhose. So for a man to catch a glimpse of a garter belt and those straps, especially if it's, the multi-straps, the 6+ straps, yeah, I think that sets a man really good for his day. And I kind of like doing that, right? I like giving a man a little bit of, kink, a little bit of flair, a little oomph, to his day, to let him know that yes, we women are still out here. We're still out here. We are wearing these things. We're still embracing this type of fashion and this way of being in our feminine. And yeah, I just think it's just a great vibe to give. And so when you go into the office, obviously you've got to be a little, you've got to be a professional. And it's very big to me to be a professional at all times because I do not want to, I don't play around with my credibility or my integrity or, how I'm seen or perceived in business deals. So, but, just because I feel that way does not mean that I am not also a woman and a sexual being and can still, carry on the way that I do, which is why I run this account, because it can be a balance. I can be a mother. I can be a sexual and sensual woman, and I can be professional and handle business. So all of those things can all be true all at once. And I'm trying to break the stigma of that if I'm wearing a garter, that means that I'm a hussy and that I'm stooping my way to the top, because that's just not the way this goes. And that's not the way I roll. But I digress. But yes, I do wear garters in the office. I like to have fun with textures and colors on my nylons. Just to give a burst of life, a burst of fun, because we're women and we can do things like this. And I'm sure you men can, free ball and, mix match your socks and all that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You men can do a lot of different things that empower you and make you feel good. And I don't ever mean to poke fun or joke, especially in a gender way. But getting back to women, which is what I do know. It's all right. We get to have fun. I can wear garters. I can wear polka dot top stockings. I can wear red high heels, right? Yes, I'm going to stand out. I'm going to definitely stand out because women, especially nowadays, don't dress like this. But I am on a crusade to empower women to tap back in to their fun side, their fun fashion, their sexy fashion. That you're never too old to break out the heels again. You might need to practice. You might need to practice walking again in them, but You're never too old to go turn it back around or to find a new space of sexy for you. So yeah, I like this. So depending on your office environment, you can get away with certain things, certain flirtations. I definitely do not recommend doing anything that would break your human resources code. Okay. People always want to ask about if I have sex in my office and stuff. No, I don't. I won't even leave the door open for a lure. I do not. That is not anything that I do. That's not how I roll. I like to make this content, yes, but I also am very respectful of my environment and the people that I work for and work with. And plus, I have my own home. I'm just not that much of a freak where I'm just like, let me just violate. Let me just, yeah, I just not. So sorry if I kill a fantasy for you, but yeah, that's just not what I do. But I still do like to have fun, and it's my woman right to have fun, and maybe it inspires someone and they go home and they make love to their wife even more, maybe they go stop and get some lingerie and bring it home to their girlfriend, and they're just like, baby, I'd love to see you in this. Anything, any which way that I can fathom or hope to think that I can inspire people to tap in to the sensuality, I'm all for it. So let me know what you think. Do you like sexual content, in your office? Do you get that? I'm curious to see how many of you do have that. I feel like in every office environment, there has to be always at least one who is always dressed to the nines and who knows how to work and adorn their body and work a room, and is just very secure and confident in her sexuality and sensuality. I'm curious to know from you guys who that person is, how they dress, how they carry themselves, because I want to celebrate these people. We are a dying breed, and we need to come back in massive numbers. So, ladies, let's get fun, be sexy, and do all the things in the office again. Because at the end of the day, no one gives a shit, right? They either give a shit and they're like, "Ooh, yes," they're inspired, or they forget about you. And that's a beautiful thing. Let's stop acting like it's the end of the world. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing that no one gives a shit. So, all right. I'm off my soapbox for now. Thank you so much for listening in, loves. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the love. Make sure you check me out on Instagram. I am KloverDancer. That's with a K. And I am also have a webpage that I really, really, really need to get back to, KloverDancer.com. I'm also on OnlyFans, $5 a month to see more content than you would see on Instagram. And that is KloverDancer. You can find me there. And much love again to VG Radio for having me, giving me this platform. I truly appreciate y'all. Make sure you check in on them and see, there's a lot of great music and a lot of great other podcasts to listen to. So check them out. And again, if you are listening on VG Radio, remember that you deserve the best because you're worth it. And for my family that's watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the Dangle Show with my red shoe heels here. And I thank you always, again, so much for joining me and just being a part of this journey with me. I hope you have the best week ever. And I'll talk to you soon.